Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video I thought I would show you my everyday makeup routine. Lots of you on Instagram have been asking what I've been doing differently, and these are all the products that I use. Now luckily a lot of these are just a drugstore products, so they're not expensive, and there are a couple of things in there that have been like my ride or dies that I've absolutely loved and still been using since the last makeup routines. But I hope you enjoy watching it. On average this takes me about 10 minutes to do in the morning, so not a long time at all. Yeah, I hope you enjoy watching. You can let me know any products you're loving just now in the comments and I'll get back to you, and I hope you enjoy. So I've completed my skincare routine this morning. I'm just going to go on to do my makeup and use the Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the aloe, herbs and rose water one, and I think this gives such a lovely sort of like dewiness to the skin, so just spray that all over really quickly and then give that a little bit of time to settle in. And once I'm doing that, I like to also pop on some Carmex just to make sure my lips are nice and moisturised so it's ready to put on my lipstick. And then while this is still slightly tacky on the skin, I'm going to take my True Match concealer. This is an absolute lifesaver. I hear that it's very similar to the creamy concealer by NARS, and I just take that underneath my eyes to get rid of the under eye bags and then any kind of imperfections I have, I'll just spot it on there. And I use this in the colour Ivory, which is the very lightest one. And then what I tend to do is just leave that to sit a little while just till it kind of thickens up. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to go on and do brows. Now I am obsessed with this. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Brow, and if you follow me on Instagram you'll know that I use this all the time. It's so good. So because it takes about 20 minutes to work in, I usually tend to do this like one of my first steps, then do the rest of my makeup, and by the time I'm done and then go get ready and whatever, I take it off before I leave the house. So I will show you what it looks like when we're finished. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the little brush that's on it there and take it to the front of my brow here and just match up a little line with how thick the front of my brow is. And then I'm just going to take this all the way across and basically use the thickness of the brush to fill in the shape of my brow. If you press down really hard on it as well, it does give you a nice shape, I find. So I just tend to follow the shape of my natural brow like so. I look like a crazy caricature. And then I just tail off at the end like so. My brows are definitely not even sisters. They're like cousins twice removed. I try and get the two of them looking the same, but they're definitely not twins. I actually really want to get my brows microbladed, but I think this is a really good alternative. Obviously I've had microblading done before, but that was 2 years ago, so it's worn off dramatically since then because I didn't go for the top up. But I really want to get them done again because it saves so much time in the morning. If you're scared about getting micro brows done because you don't know if you'd like the lasting effects, then I reckon that using this as a kind of introduction to it would let you see if you would like it all the time, because some people don't like having their brows on like in the evening. So it'll just let you know what it would look like if you had brows on like permanently microbladed, what it would look like when you have all your makeup off. So what that does is it tints the skin behind your brows and then it just gives you the shape. So it's good if you've got kids. I especially find this good for if you've got babies that tend to always grab your face. So yeah, I really love this. I'll leave everything linked below that I use, but this is an absolute hero product for me. I hear you can get it in the, what brand is it now? Revolution I think it is, that do it for £4. So it's the same kind of idea, the same make. They tend to rip off every high street beauty product anyway, don't they? Make it really affordable. So what I'm going to do now is take my original beauty blender and just blend in the concealer. I use a pointed end because I find it just gets into that corner easier, and then I just press it and then I kind of buff it as well. For my wee imperfections, I look so ghostly now with these brows on. Okay, so that's not like perfect, but I do go in with a foundation and kind of like buff that all together, and it looks good when it's done. So the foundation I'm using just now is an oldie but a goodie. I'm convinced they've changed the formulation of this because it's so good now. It's the L'Oreal True Match. I use this in the colour Golden Beige, I'm pretty sure. Golden Natural. Golden Natural is the colour that I use. But this is so good. It's good for if you're in a hurry because it's very liquidy. You remember I used to love the Urban Decay Naked Skin. It's very like that, but a more affordable version. So I used to use Naked Skin constantly, and it was my absolute go-to, but it's just not the most affordable thing to be buying every month or so. So I just take a little bit of this, or a lot depending on how I'm feeling, and I'm just going to work that into the skin and then kind of buff it up towards underneath my eyes. I just love this because it is so lightweight you can really use it quite a long way. So if you don't like a fuller makeup look, you don't have to use a lot of this, and it would probably last you so long. Very light reflective. I mean, finish wise, I think it is supposed to be a matte finish, but I wouldn't say it was necessarily matte because I used the aloe spray underneath it, which makes your skin really dewy. So it ends up finishing a sort of demi matte, I would say. The brush I'm using to work this in is the Real Techniques Metal collection. This is their buffing brush. It's in the number 300, and I've had it for about 2 years now, and I absolutely love it. It's really, really quick. If you get any kind of brush that's that sort of size for doing your foundation, it's so good for getting into all the parts that you need it to, and I definitely think this gives me a bit more of an airbrushed finish to my makeup. Just taking it down my neck as well. What I also do is take it onto the lid as a sort of very quick makeup base, just to match everything in, and I just squeeze the bristles of the brush rather than changing my brush. I don't have time for that. Ain't no very good time for that. Okay, so that's my foundation finished. That is all I do for foundation. Literally, I'm done now. So what I'm going to do is set it. I'm using the RCMA No Colour Powder. I seen this on Kathleen Light's channel years ago, maybe about 2 years ago, and she said it was one of the best translucent powders that she'd used. So I'm just going to take that on a big fluffy brush and get it underneath my eyes first and foremost, and then sort of just blend that onto my face. You really don't need much of this at all, it's just to set what you've done. And next to contour, this has been with me for years. I just cannot find any other bronzer that compares to this. This is the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I think it is the perfect colour for contouring. I just find it warm enough to be glowy on the skin, but not too warm that it looks overdone. So I'm going to take this on my 100 Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to do that on my kind of like contour line, just to kind of give me a bit more shape on my face. Then underneath my jawline, and I'm going to take it down my neck a little bit as well. So first of all, I start heavier in the corner here, and then just kind of like drag it down. And then I always make sure I grab my ear as well, so I've not got a big white ear. And then I'm going to take this on my head, but not in the centre. I'm going to take it in the sides. I just think this looks better on my face. I've tried doing like the proper forehead going down towards the brow, and it just never looks right. So if I at least just do the sides of my temple and then up towards the hairline and sort of blend it across the top, it just looks better that way. Maybe it's because I've got quite a short forehead anyway, that just doesn't fit me. And then I'm just going to quickly go over the ends of my nose, because I've got a little stuck up pixie nose. And then again, just kind of blending that in, going over it, warming up my face. Underneath the chin, get rid of the Christmas mince pie chin that's still here in February. Okay, and once I'm quite happy with that, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Life's a Peach blusher. And I just love this because if you're not a big blusher fan, then this is a nice peachy colour. It's not too in your face. And I'm just going to take that on another Real Techniques brush and go over the apples of my cheeks, and then kind of match that into the bronzer that I've just used. I think a little bit of blusher just makes your skin look really healthy. Okay, this is where I need to stop, otherwise I'm going to look like Ash when she was 17 and I used to use MAC Dolly Mix. Oh my god. The brightest blusher in the land. Award goes to that one. Right, now that I'm finished with most of like my face, the last kind of, well, second last step I do on the face is I take the L'Oreal Glow Monomore drops onto the end of my beauty blender. I just dab a little bit on there. You really don't need much of this at all, otherwise it does ruin your makeup. And I'm going to just dab a little bit here, a little bit here, on the end of my nose, and then on here. And then I like to take a little bit above my brow as well. I'm just going to blend that in. It just makes your skin look super glowy and a bit more natural with your makeup, especially if you are using lots of powders and stuff. Then I find that this does make your skin and your makeup look a bit more realistic. It's like a little cheat. It makes you look as if you're not wearing as much, if you can see that much glow coming through your skin. I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's so lovely. I think this is one of the things that I'm going to constantly keep buying. It is the only liquid highlighter that I have used. I just really like it, and it's very affordable. I use my Doll Beauty Like a Diamond highlighter, and just take it on this little fan brush and just go over that a little bit just to set it. and then take it above my brow as well. I'm going to zoom you in because I'm going to do my eyes. I think this is one of the things that makes a huge difference to my makeup, especially the days that I'm feeling really tired and like I look shattered. If I put a little bit of eyeshadow on, it makes such a difference. Now this is my favourite brush just now. Oh god, we don't even have the number. I'll try and find this on previous makeup routine videos because it's my favourite buffing brush. I just take like a warm shade. So I've got this palette by Morphe. I think it was the Morphe 35 palette. Let me see, 350. Morphe 350M, and it's loads of warm tones and like browns and stuff, just the ones that are my kind of go-tos. And I'm going to take a really bright kind of orange shade. I think I'll actually go for this one here. It tends to be a favourite of mine. It's like a yellowy orange sort of terracotta shade. I'm going to take that on the brush, and then just where I can see my brow bone right there, I'm just going to take the brush in and sweep it across like this. And do you know what I think this does? It just contours my eye rather than doing any major eyeshadow. So a little bit of that, like that didn't take me long at all. A little bit of that across there. The same on the other side. And because this brush is really fluffy, it kind of just does all the work for you. You don't really have to do anything. And then what I'm going to do is just take the very like tip of the brush and just tap it into one of the darker shades and do the same again, just to kind of build up that colour. And see, even the days where I feel like I'm shattered, I don't look like I've got it together, if I've got eyeshadow on, it kind of makes me feel a bit better. That's the thing about makeup, I don't wear it every day because I feel like I have to. I've just been wearing it for so long that when I don't wear it, I just don't feel like myself. So even when I had the kids, I always said I'm going to try and find like 2 minutes a day just to throw on some foundation. If I can take 2 minutes to go and pee, then I can take 2 minutes to go and put on a wee bit of makeup just to make myself feel a bit better. Even just putting on a wee lipstick, sometimes that would just make me feel better. Then I'll just take a little bit under my eyes. And that is basically my eyes done now. This is sacrilege because I need a lash top up. And my lashes just need a little something, so I'm going to put on some mascara over them. And I'm so careful with this. When I wash it off as well, I just let the water run over the lashes rather than actually scrubbing them or anything. So I'm just going to take that over the top of my individual lashes, and I've just done that thing where I've smudged, oh, there we go, that's better, I smudged it. Yeah, so I'm just going to go over my natural lashes and a tiny, honestly the tiniest wee bit on my bottom lashes, because I find if I put a lot of mascara on my bottom lashes it bleeds in the day, and it just drives me nuts. So I'm going to again do the other side. The reason why I do this is it catches the natural lashes as well and just makes my eyes look a bit fuller and bigger. So I'm now going to move on to lips, and you guys always ask me what lipstick I use. At the moment I've been using the Primark PS lip liner. It's about £2, and this colour, I'll get the colour for you because like I say, you're always asking me where it's from. Oh god, where's the colour? Where's the colour? The colour is called Nudes in the Buff, and it is such a lovely, I can hear them screaming outside. It's such a lovely like brownie, warm, caramelly, rosy, one of those colours. It's a good colour. Now as you'll have seen, I've lined and also filled my lips with this because it lasts all day. It is so good. Like that. So because this is so close to my natural lip colour, I just think it always looks really good. So that is my secret. That is the lip colour that I use all the time, and it's my holy grail. I should actually buy about 10 of them in case they ever decide to not restock it again. But if I'm going out, I'll also pop on a little bit of Velvet Teddy, which is again a favourite of mine, in the middle. And it's basically the same colour as that. It is actually the same colour, but that just feels nicer on my lips and not as drying. And then I finish off like I started, using my spray again just to set it. And this, what this does for me is all the powder that's sitting on the hairs in your face, it just makes them all like onto your face. It just like makes it all melt into your skin, and it also gives such a lovely glow. My makeup artist for my wedding day actually used this as well, so You know it's good when your makeup artist is using it. And now like one of my favourite parts, do you remember at school you used to put glue in your hand and peel it off? This is what this is like. It's so satisfying. Right, so I take it from the end and just start to peel. Like that. It's so easy. So easy. And you know what this is good for as well? It's good for multitasking. So if you want to like put on your brows, go make the kids breakfast and then come back and finish your makeup, then you can do all of that whilst you're multitasking. Another little tip, by the way, if you're struggling to get these off, because I know a lot of people find this part quite tricky. See if you use like a little spoolie, a little mascara brush, like obviously a clean one, you can just brush it in a little circle but back the way and it all just starts to peel off. So if I ever get little bits that are kind of stuck, that is what I will usually use. That's it. That's my everyday makeup colours, look, products and everything that I use. I'll link below for you, so if you fancy trying them then you can go and find them there. So in the morning this takes me about, I would say about 5 or 10 minutes. It takes much longer when you're trying to explain it, but when I'm doing it in the morning and I'm hurrying along, it literally takes me about 10 minutes max. So by doing my hair, I curl it and take 5 minutes, and doing my makeup, I take about 15 minutes to get ready in the mornings when I'm just rushing about. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I do for my everyday makeup. If you're new, then please hit subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.